all of them, red wrapper. Then if you see the incense, man, if you see the incense that, that rushed out as they open the door, if you see the incense like, everywhere was choky. I was like, Jesus, what's this? What's going on? So guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in case if you are just joining us, in case if you are just watching my video for the first time, so just click on that subscribe button, you understand? Click on it, because I have a whole lot of contents, a whole lot of information that can help you in your journey to Canada and then in settling down in Canada. And if you are my returning customer, let me hug you. Do you feel that hug? I felt it. I felt that hug. So welcome back to my channel, everybody. So this particular video, I'm gonna be telling you how I met my helper in this Canada, like how I met my helper. So you too, you might want to follow my you might want to follow my pattern. No, you understand? You too, you might want to follow my pattern. But this video, I'm gonna tell you how I met my helper in this Canada. I was talking to someone, and the person was like, "Show me, are you sure you just got here in less than 2 months?" Are you sure you just got here in less than 2 months? Because the person was like, "So show me you have settled down, you got a house, you got a car, you can move around and all that." I was like, man, it's God though. It's God though. Yoruba always say something. Let me tell you what Yoruba always say. You do say something. You always say, "Nkankan lo nbe leyin oro, toro fi n dun." If you understand Yoruba very well, you will get that proverb. That nkankan lo nbe leyin oro. That is to say, there is something behind something that is making noise. You understand? That thing that is making noise outside, there is something behind it. You understand? So I'll tell you who is behind my own thing. You get? So this video basically is about how I met my helper in Canada and how I became the Redeem member. Again, I put again. I'll still tell you a story about that again. You get? But first thing you have to notice that this video, it might look more spiritual. You get? It might look more spiritual. Yes, because I'm a spiritual person. I'm a spiritual person. You can't talk about show me and not talk about your spiritual life. You can't talk about me. Those who don't know me, you get, they can't talk about me and not talk about my spiritual aspect. I've done a whole lot of things, concerning spirituality, you get. So if you really know me, you will know about my spiritual life. So this video might look, it might tend to be more spiritual. You understand? It might look more spiritual, but just calm down and follow my pattern. You get? Because now God, though, you understand? There is no man, and there is no man there. Now God. That is what I believe in. You get? I believe in God. Believe in spirituality. I don't believe in religion. I'm not a religion person. I'm a spiritual person. You get? So because religion gets in B. You understand? Those religion people, if you see them, you will know them. But I don't do religion. I believe in God. I'm a spiritual man and all that. So, and talking about spirituality, there are a whole lot of things that, that I've done. That was why I said, if you really know me, you can't talk about me and not talk about my spiritual life. You understand? I've done a whole lot of things. So when all these things started happening here, you get, it's not really new to me per se. So now, the story. You want to hear the gist of it? I'll still talk about my spiritual life. Let me first start with how I became Redeem member again. First of all, I was once a Redeem member. You get, I've attended Redeem before. I've attended Redeem Christian Church of God, I've been there. Okay, this is the story. When I was in school that time, when I was in university, which is Taisho Lara University of Education, right? I was living with my friend, Mr. Okwe, and then we have a church we are going, we have our own church, we are attending one CAC that time. We have our own church, but there is just one very small Redeem that they are very closer to our house, like at the back of our house. So anytime we're going to church, we always pass that Redeem to go to our own church. So this Redeem, anytime we pass there on Sunday morning, we just see that, they have piano, but they don't have anybody to be playing piano for them. They have drums, but it's just one small boy that always play drums for them. You understand? And then we just pass and just go to our own church. So, we've been doing that. So I just got my friend attention that, hey, do you notice this church, this Redeem? Like, they are very small though, but they don't have a pianist. Yet they have a piano in the church. Like, what's up? Okay, so I just talked with my friend, and then we both agreed that, okay, this is what we're going to be doing. Since we both play piano and we both play drums. So he played drums more than me. So, but we both play piano. So we now agree that we now concluded that we will be shifting, like we'll be doing shifting, like, bros, if you go to this church to play for them this Sunday, I will go to our own church, CAC. We are not doing anything in that CAC. Like, we are not working in that CAC. We are just ordinary member, you get. But we now started shifting it, like, okay, bros, if you go to this Redeem this week, by next week, I will go to that CAC. You understand? Like, this week I will go to the CAC, you go to this. You understand? We're shifting it. Like, the coming week, I will play for them in this Redeem. You will go to the CAC. You understand? So we now met with the pastor. We just walked into the church that day, and then we met with the pastor. We now discussed with the pastor that, hey, we've been noticing that you guys don't have instrumentalists and all that, and we guys will play, but we have our own church. But what is going to happen is that we'll be coming to play for you. You understand? Don't worry, we'll be playing for you every Sunday. That me and my friend, we're going to be doing the shifting and all that. So see this picture now. See this picture. And I took this picture then. I took this picture in that Redeem. So we now agreed. So that was why I became a Redeem member that time. You get, though I was still attending. We were still attending our own church, but we always go to that Redeem. Sometimes we just decide that, bros, don't let us go to the CAC this week. Let us both go to the Redeem, and then we both attend the Redeem, and then we'll play for them. He will play drums, I will play with piano. You understand? And then we're doing that till we left the city. You understand? So I became a Redeem member that time. That whenever they are going to Holy Ghost camp, I always follow them. You understand? Me and my friend, we always follow them. Wonderful moments. And shout out to the pastor there, Pastor, what's his name? I forgot his name. But he's an Igbo man, but he speaks Yoruba very, very well. Like, if he sees me, he'll be like, Bro Michael, how are you doing now? You understand? Like, I really love him, you know. So shout out to him. And he might get to see this video one day, and then he will relate to this with this story. So that was how I was once a Redeem member. So now my story, how I met my helper, right? So it's like this. So I got into this country, and then so when I got here, I was staying at the hotel. I stayed at the hotel for 3 days, right, before I got accommodation. I got my accommodation on Saturday. So I was to move into my house on Sunday morning, right? So I got my accommodation on Saturday. I went back to my hotel because I still have a night to spend at the hotel. So I went back to my hotel. So the landlord told me to come and move in on Sunday. You understand? But I secured the accommodation on Saturday, right? Everything sorted. So now I went back to the hotel. I slept over on Saturday. So early morning on Sunday morning, you understand? I just woke up that early morning, it's about 7:30 or so. I just woke up. So when I woke up, I just had the feelings. You understand? I just had that, that push that I need to go to church. You understand? Like something I didn't plan for. Like I didn't plan for this thing. I didn't plan for it. Even for me, when I was in Nigeria because we gave birth, right? We just gave birth before I left Nigeria. So we are very busy, we haven't even had time for church. I've not been going to church for like a month or close to 2 months because we are just so busy with the baby, with the delivery and all that. So we didn't really have time. I didn't really have time for church in my later days in Nigeria. You understand? So since I've been to church before that day, it's like 2 months. So me waking up that day, as I woke up, I just have that zeal that I need to go to church. You understand? I was like, what's going on? So I was having that push that showed me you need to go to church. You need to go to church. So I got up. I was like checking the time. I was like, man, this is 8 now. Even if I want to go to church, I don't know anybody here. I don't know any church. You understand? How do I want to do it? But and this is not online church. The Spirit is not telling me to go to online church. You understand? So do you know what I did? I just on my laptop and I put it on Google. I typed church closer to me. I just typed church closer to me on Google. So that means Google is going to bring a whole lot of church that is around where I was staying, right? Around the hotel. So Google now brought a whole lot of churches, different names. You understand? Something Power Ministry International, the Power of God Miracle International, Redeemed Christian Church of God. I saw Redeemed. Redeemed is there are very many here. I saw a whole lot of Redeemed, so I was just keeping them that the Redeemed, no. I now saw one, which is King's Word. Man, I now saw King's Word though. I was like, King's Word, you are closer to me here. I was like, King's Word. You understand? You know King's Word now. You understand? King's Word. King's Word. The King's Word. I've never been there, but I've heard a whole lot of things about King's Word, especially from P-Rex and all that, my pastor in Nigeria. So I now saw King's Word. Man, I was like, no wonder that God is pushing me to go to church. I was like, no wonder that God is pushing me to go to church. So there is King's Word around here. Oh, that's great. So, I just before I went to, I check on their Facebook. I watched some of their program. You understand? I watched some of their program. I saw some of their teachings and all. I was like, hey, that's great. I just rushed into the bedroom. Shower. Yeah. I finished showering. Then I put on my clothes. Yeah. So when I put on my clothes, so this is the plan. I planned that I'll pack all my luggage, right? All my stuffs. I will check out from the hotel. Then I will book a taxi, right? The taxi will take me, it will first take me to my own house. You understand? Take me to my own house, drop my luggage, and then I will tell the taxi to wait, right? Because the way I will book it. So from my own house to the church, because I checked the distance from my house to the church is very close, like 10 minutes drive, 10 or 12 minutes drive. I was like, that's great. So I just wear my clothes, and then I put on my clothes. I pack on my luggage. Then I got set. Update, guys. Today is Sunday, 29th of August 2021, and then I'm checking out to this hotel. In this hotel, first of all, I'll be going to church. The time right now is about 9. The program starts by 9:30. I'll first go to my house where I rented yesterday. I'll first go there. I will drop my luggage. those are my luggage. So I'm checking out today. Drop my luggage, then I'll be from there going to the church. So I found the church, Kingswood. I found Kingswood Church. It's very closer to my house, about 10 minutes drive to my house. That's good for me because you know, Kingswood and Spirit of Life, you know, they're from the same distance. So that will be the church I'll be attending. So pack all my bags. I'm gonna check out from this hotel. We're headed to church. So as I left the hotel, the taxi the taxi took me to my house. I drop all my luggage. I drop it. I lock the door. I enter the taxi back. Then the taxi puts it, you know, I you know, the way I book it, that drop me first at my house, then go to Kingswood Church. So we just set on our way, we are going. I just got to the address. So when I got to the address, I was staying at Southwest. My house in the Southwest. And the church is in Southeast, right? It's about 10 minutes or 12 minutes drive. So we got there successfully. Nothing happened. Yeah, guys. The Uber just dropped me. So I just dropped from the Uber. So the Kingswood Church is over there, 4315. So I'm just going to walk in there, and then this one is 4305. So I believe it should be the next apartment there, as a nest hall. 4315 Kingswood Southeast. Oh yeah, I saw the place. 4315. There you go. Do you see? So guys, I will update you after the service. I will update you guys after the service. Bye guys. So as we got there, man, I was just like, you know, all the door was closed. All the door of the hall was closed. Everywhere was closed. So I just walked there, you know. I was like, saw car, you know, they park car outside. And I was checking the number like this. Yes, it's the number that Google is showing. You understand, Kingswood. So I was just randomly, because I was like trying to open the door. The door was locked. The door was locked. I was like, what's going on? I was hearing some sound. I was like, what's going on? So I was just like looking for maybe there is another door, because the door I was trying to open is not opening. But just like rounding the hall like this. So as I was rounding the hall, I was just like thinking, what's going on in the church now? You guys, I want to attend service. So I just went back to the main door. You get? Man, I was like knocking, that what's going on? They just opened the door. Man, as they opened the door, I just saw a whole lot of people with children. A whole lot of people, Indian people. They just tie wrapper, red wrapper. Man, guys. You can't believe what I'm saying, though. The church is not here. See? Yeah, there is a cross post there, but it's not Kingswood. It's not Kingswood, man. Man, I enter the place right now. It's like all those Indian. It's like all those Indian church, all those Indian ritual church, man. And that's the address, 4315. Like, I enter the place now, man. Oh my Jesus. What am I going to do? Kings, but that's the address it's showing on my GPS. That's the address the thing is showing, man. Like that was the address I put on the Uber, and then Uber dropped me here now. It is another church. Oh, it is all to say their ritual. They should not go and use me to do ritual this early morning. No. As in, if you see the incense that is coming out from that door, I knock and they open the door for me. If you see the incense coming out from there, man, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Oh, what should I do? What should I do? Oh my Jesus! All of them red wrapper, and they were like, oh, what do they? Oh, what do they call it? Is it like incantation? What is that song they always do? They always sing that. They are just like homie. Then if you see the incense, man, if you see the incense that they are rushed out as they open the door. If you see the incense, like everywhere was choky. I was like, Jesus, what's this? What's going on? And all of them do not put one mark. All of them now put one mark in their forehead like this. You understand? Maybe with ashes and all that, they put the mark. As they open the door, I just, children, little children and elderly people, they tie wrapper, red wrapper, all of them. And the hall was very big, man. I was like, no, it's not this place I'm coming. I was like, no, it's not this place I'm coming. No, it's not this place I'm coming. It's not this place. I just closed their door for them. Please, go back. I just come out. I just came outside though. You understand? I was like, what's going on in this place? Something like this is happening in this Canada. Like, but that's their religion though. I can't blame them. That is their religion. I was like wondering what's going on. Is church I want to come this morning? What's going on? Is this where we enter? Is this where we enter? You understand? I just moved to the main streets. You understand? To the main streets. I was like, God, what's up? God, what's up? God, what's up? What should I do? What should I do? I was like, what should I do? What should I do? That, I've already dressed up that I want to go to church. And I have this zeal to go to church this morning. I was like, God, what should I do? What's going on? What's going on? Should I go back home? No, I'm not having the feelings to go back home. So, do you know what I did? I was like, but that didn't show King's Word, right? Which I watched their program. I watched their YouTube before I left home. Before I left the hotel. So what I did, I now put it on Google. I now go to their Facebook. In Facebook, you will see address, a place for address in Facebook page, right? I went to their Facebook page. I now saw their address, their new address. So apparently, they've moved from that hall. They don't use that hall anymore. Now they have a new place they were using. I was like, oh, but Google, that their old address was still registered on Google Map, right? So I now put their new address and I typed their new address on Google and now check the distance. Like, what's the distance like from where I am presently, where I was that time, to their new address? When I type it, it was about 30-something minutes drive. I was like, I'm still gonna drive for 30-something minutes. I don't have a car that time. I was using Uber. I was like, so I was still gonna travel another 30 minutes to around like northeast and all that. And I checked the price on Uber. It was about $40-something. I was like, I'm still gonna spend another $40-something, close to $50 again with the money I've spent coming here. I was even if I want to follow my spirit, that okay, show me spend the money, but checking the time again, you understand? Because around that time we're like 10. We're like 10 that time. Even by that time, I was still like complaining. I was like complaining that, oh man, I would have late, like I was late for all this praise and worship. Me getting to that current location, I was like complaining that, man, show me you are late for praise and worship. Now, I should now travel another 30 minutes back. Before I got there, they would have finished service now. Before I got there, they would have finished the service. So I was like, God, what should I do? What should I do? Oh, and I've traveled all the way to this place. You see, that's the address is showing, but I think maybe Kingsword is no longer using this all, but it's still showing on the on Google GPS. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Should I be going back home? Oh my Jesus. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Whew. Man, I can't go back home, man. Like, I really want to go to church this morning. Like, I want to go to church. I just want to go to church. What should I do? What should I do? You know, I think I found, I now press Kingsword Church on, I went to their Facebook, and then their church is in another place. But GPS is still showing this place they put cross. This is southeast. Oh, what should I do? And if I should go to that new address, to their recent address, man, before I get there, they would have finished the service, man. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? Maybe I should just find church, any church around here. Maybe I will just find any church. Because I can't, that place is the ritual, like, they are doing like ritual there. If you see the incense that came out when they opened the door, you know, I even thought, oh my Jesus. I thought that was a church, you know. I was just going around the place. I tried to find the door, I couldn't see the door. So I tried to knock one door like that, and then someone opened. Immediately they opened the door, and every one of them, they tie like a wrapper. In this Canada. Maybe I will just type on Google again and find the nearest church here. Because before I get to that, if I should go to that Kingsword new address, man, Uber is going to take me like 30 minutes drive again before I get there. They would have finished service. Okay, maybe I will just find church around. I will type it on Google and I will update you guys. I'll type it on Google again, and then if possible I can get a closer church. Maybe Uber 5 minutes that I can take 5 minutes Uber to the place. Yeah. Alright, I will update you guys. So that's my journey this morning. Like, I waited for like 10 to 15 minutes on that road, you know, just going up and down that road, thinking. You understand? I was just thinking that what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? You know, I was just going up and down in that street. You know, if people come in, they will be like, do I want to come and rob them in this street? This guy that is just going up and down. You get, so I was just going up and down that, what should I do? What should I do? For like 15 minutes. I was like thinking, what should I do? Should I go back home? No, I can't go back home. I have the zeal to go to church this morning. Should I go to Northwest, to their new location? I'm going to spend like 30 minutes on the road. 30 minutes journey. Before I go there, they would have finished service. Plus Uber money. You understand? Around $40-something for Uber going to that place. I was like, no, that's not good. That won't be a good move. But I don't feel it to go back home. Like, I'm not having that feelings to go back home. The zeal was too much, you know. It was too much. So I was like, show me. This is what we're going to do. Type church around you in this place. Type church. The same way you type it when you're at the hotel. Type the same thing. Church around me. Type it on Google. Then locate any church around you. Go to the church. Then by next week, you will start going to Kingsword. You will know that, okay, you are set. You've gotten their new address. You'll be going to your King's Ward, right? So I just open Google and then I type church around me. I type it on Google. And then Google brought Redeemed Christian Church of God. It brought some other names too. But the closest one, which was about 3 minutes drive. Yes, from where I was, that Indian church. That Indian church. It was like 3 minutes drive. You understand? The closest one was 3 minutes drive. I was like, okay, thank God. Let me just go to this Redeem. I still know this Redeem than I know what they do in Redeem than what they do in some other churches. If I should choose any church, I don't know. I was like, show me, go to this Redeem, and then by next week you will go to your King's Ward. You understand? So I just book because I check. It was 3 minutes drive, right? But if I want to walk to that place, I will walk for like 15 or 20 minutes. You understand? 15 or 20 minutes if I want to walk. So I like, show me, are you ready to spend another 20 minutes? Because you don't have time. Are you ready to spend another 20 minutes on the road again? You understand? Because I want to meet up with activities we'll be doing in the church. I was like, show me, call Uber. Instead of you to spend 15, 20 minutes walking, call Uber to just take you there within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you'll be in the church. So I just called Uber. The Uber came and then I entered. Then I got to the church. Okay. So Uber just dropped me and then I'm just going to enter. So that's the church. So that's the church right there, West Hall. So I'm just going to enter. Can you see? So that's the Redeem. I found the Redeem Church. I found the Redeem Church. So I'm just going to enter it. That's it, West Hall. I will update you guys after the service. So when I got to the church, I just see all those Weibo, you understand, all those Chinese people. Yeah, they were like entering the church. I was like, okay. And I was hearing the music, you understand, right from outside. I was hearing the music. They were doing praise and they were doing worship. I listened to the music. I was like, okay, it's Christian songs, all those Pentecostal songs. So I saw those Weibo entering the church. I was like, Weibo is coming to Redeem. All those Chinese people, they are coming to this Redeem. That's great though. So I now first asked one of them that, is this a church? I first asked one of them that, is this a church? Yeah, they said, yeah, this is a church. So I just entered. So when I entered, I now saw them. They are Chinese people. It was Chinese church, not Redeem. It was not Redeem. It was Chinese church. I was like, God, what's going on? She is Redeem. I said I still want to go. What is this Chinese church? Or this Filipino church? You understand? But they were Pentecostal. You understand? They were singing all these our songs, all these our ill songs, done well. You understand? So that was the song they were singing. So I was like, God, what's going on? Where are you bringing me again? I was like, it's Redeem that I put on Google, and that was the address that thing is showing. It's showing Redeem before I book it. You understand? And now I was like, show me, just join them. These people, you can still understand their language. They are calling Jesus, Jesus. It's different from the one you went the other time that they were calling. I don't know what name they are calling themselves. That they put one ashes in their head and they tie wrapper. These ones, they are calling Jesus. You understand? It's Pentecostal church too. But it was not Redeem. You understand? So I just entered the church. They were doing worship, and their worship was so wonderful. You understand? So I was just singing the song, Don't Well, you get Don't Well, all these songs and all that. They were singing it, we were worshiping, and then the worship session was going so smooth. So one of the ushers, she came to me, she collected my name, that she gave me a form to fill. So I filled the form. I was like, show me, attend this church. By next week, you will go to your King's Ward, just worship with them. So they gave me a form to fill. I filled the form and all that. So when they finished the worship, everybody sat down. Then the pastor now climbed on stage. So before the pastor started preaching, the pastor said, we have a new member in our midst. We are like three new members. So he called my name, and then he asked me that who invited me. I was like, I came myself. I was like, I came myself. Thank you, everybody. I just sat down back, and then the pastor started preaching. He was preaching from the book of Philippians, which was wonderful. He was preaching, and then Philippians, he was trying to break Philippians down, and then everything was going smoothly. As the pastor was preaching, you understand, everywhere was calm. They have like a door. They have like a door at the back of the church. So I just noticed that anytime those usher open that back door, maybe they are like a store or something. Anytime they open that back door, maybe to go and pick something, I would just hear, "In Jesus' name, amen." At first, I didn't first notice it. I was like, maybe it's a radio that is playing. Maybe they are playing a radio station, or somebody's playing a radio station in the car. So, anytime they open that door again, maybe when they were coming back to pick the thing they went to pick, I would just hear, "In Jesus' name, amen." African voice, you understand? Nigeria accent. That was what I was hearing, though. You understand? I was still calm down. Show me calm down. The third time I just heard, "In Jesus, now we are going to pray." I was like, what's going on? I was hearing my African brothers and sister voice from the back there. What's going on from the back? I was like, what's going on from this back here? You know what I did? I just stood up. Pastor was preaching. I just stood up there. I just went outside. I now met with some of the usher. I now called them that, "Hey, please, is there any African church around here?" I was hearing some noise. I was hearing some African noise. So the usher was like, "Oh, they're very sorry. They're very sorry. Oh, yes, the African church is at the back over there. Is the next hall." I was like, "The African church is the next hall." I was like, "Please, thank you so much." That was where I was going. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Now I want to go to my African church. Yeah, I just walk outside. I just walk out from their church. You understand? I just walk out. I don't know what pushed me. I would have just waited now that the service is almost over. The pastor is preaching already. He's rounding up his preaching. You get. But I just stood up. I just came outside. Then I spoke with the ushers. "Please, I'm hearing some African noise. Where is the church?" They'll say, "It's in the next hall, that they are very sorry." I just entered the hall. So when I just opened the gates, when I opened the door of the hall, I also African. Hey, this was where I was coming. I just sat down at the back, and then pastor already. They have finished their program. Safe. They have finished their program. That reading, they have finished their program. They were just doing announcements. They finished program and they are just doing announcements, our mode of service and all that, order of service. I just sat down.
Your strength shall be increased today in the mighty name of Jesus. Let us give our offering, our tithe. And it's you want to give to the Lord. This is the time. Said this generous soul.
Then, they finished their announcement. Service closed. I got there within 5 minutes. Service finished. So when they finished the service, the church, there are no more than like 20 people in the church. They are like 20, they are not even up to like 20. You get? They are not up to 20. But as they finish the service, all those brothers in the church, all those men. So guys, let me just end this video here. Let me just end the video here, right? Let me end it here as part 1. Then part 2, we continue in the next video. You understand? Because the story, I want to calmly give you the gist. You understand? I want to calmly give you the gist. So let me just end it here. Then I'll continue part 2. Just watch the next video, part 2, and then we'll start continue the gist. You understand? So subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.